So what's going on everyone, and welcome back to another video, and welcome back as well, because yeah, it's been a while since I made these types of videos, but apparently and all YouTubers already talked about this, pretty much, no matter if they're black or Afro-American, conservative, liberal, whatever, as far as I've seen. But yeah, apparently this video went live from yeah, an Afro-American woman is plural, who decided to yeah, move to Ghana to escape the so-called, entre comillas, racism in the States. And also to reconnect with her ancestors or something, but let's just say she regretted this move for a lot of reasons that will be mentioned in this video. And yeah, I have the link right here. You can check it on yeah, TikTok, or check the million of other videos out there who discuss this subject. But yeah, I'm going to play this whole fragment and give my 2 cents with my limited yeah, knowledge about Ghana, the Afro-Americans, and yeah, what I do have knowledge about is traveling abroad, and yeah, how to yeah, be a proper tourist in another country. Let's just put it right there, because I lived my entire life in Europe, so I don't have the best opinion about settling abroad. But maybe there are others out there, probably there are plenty out there who already have more experience with that than me. I mean, this move was looked good on paper, but with a lot of things, not just in work but also in life, sometimes the grass isn't always greener on another continent, because no country is perfect. Without further ado, I post a link down in the description below, but there's some lessons to be taken from this, and a reality check for people who want to yeah, settle abroad. So without further ado, let's get into the video.
Back to America and deal with the racism in America before I sit here in Africa and deal with the bullshit bribery, the bullshit fraud, the bullshit scams, the bullshit too expensive, the bullshit not having no snacks.
I'm going to make a politically incorrect joke here, so fasten your seatbelt and keep your feelings in check, because yeah, snacks in Africa, especially in Ghana or in any other part of Africa, are the least of your problems. I think most people care more about yeah, getting enough food on their plate, and yeah, surviving the harsh climate, instead of yeah, worrying about snacks. So, and first of all, a human could survive 70 days without food and 5 days without water, so I think she's pretty good to go. Could be a good life lesson for her, but different story, I digress. Let's keep on going.
The bullshit not having no food, the bullshit electricity, the bullshit hot water, the bullshit what's that shit called that be coming down?
Bullshit lizards.
The bullshit animals and scorpions outside the house. It's big ass.
That's the next thing. When you get to another country and you don't know jack about the wildlife, this is something you need to be prepared for beforehand. If you go to Africa, you know that lizards exist over there, lions, giraffes, rhinoceros, hippopotamus, and all kinds of lizards and scorpions that might that rather kill you than yeah, if you keep them as a pet. Yeah, that's the kind of thing that you need to do beforehand before moving to that place. But let's keep going.
Spiders, it's big ass lizards, colorful lizards you ain't never seen before, all in the fucking room with you.
That's actually a very, yeah. I will find it amazing for a few days, but yeah, after a while, if they're planning to, I'll say something might probably be totally harmless. Others might prey on other animals. But I would love to, yeah, study them in a close environment. But yeah, I could imagine that if you're living with that 24/7, you might get tired of it, or not. Or when you're basically living there your entire life, it's, from what I know, limited knowledge. You don't even blink an eye anymore. But yeah, long story short, it is something you need to check and study, research beforehand before you move. But let's keep on going.
Sleeping with you, all the bullshit people trying to scam you when you go outside thinking you rich, so they trying to get more money off of you. I'm really trying to wrap my head around this shit. I'm really trying to wrap my head around how are Americans coming to Africa and being happy. Please comment down below, because
The ones who probably go to Africa, who are happy over there, probably did their research beforehand, but it could be a passport bro, that's how they call it apparently. It could be someone who was working internationally for an international company or something, who's settled over there in a certain place. It could be a rural area or a urban environment. But yeah, it is a different country, a different culture, a different mindset. So yeah, we'll get to that later. But yeah, it is an entirely different world. It's not the same as living in, let's say, a place like New York, New Jersey, or Louisiana, or New Orleans, or in Chicago. It's an entirely different country, and it could be applied to almost every country you want to go to. To all those Americans and Europeans and urbanites out there. I'm one of them. I live in a highly urbanized area. But I traveled a lot as well. I visited some rural parts as well. Before you go traveling or settle in another country, you need to do some research beforehand before working over there or settling. You need to get the paperwork in order, things like that. But just watch the rest of the video and give my full thoughts on it.
because for me, I'm ready to go. And I always used to say, if it's up to me, it will be. And I'm going to go out to Africa and make shit happen. No, I don't want to. I want to take my businesses back to America. I want to open up shop back in America, open up my dentist office, and all the stuff that I was going to do out here in America. Steady electricity. And the only time our electricity get cut off is when we don't pay the bill. And we got it so good now, we got prepaid electricity. So if we forget to pay the bill, we put some money on that prepaid thing, and it comes right back on in 2 minutes. In less than 2 minutes. This shit right here didn't come on for 14 hours yesterday. I can't deal. I love the people. Don't get me wrong. When I'm outside, I'm having fun. I love people. But when I come back to reality, when you come back home, home is where the heart is, right? When you come back home, you're supposed to feel comfortable. You're supposed to be happy. I'm not happy. To live in a house where you look outside and all you see is turkeys and ducks and chickens and sheeps and old malnourished cows. But y'all, I'd rather go back.
Okay, that's the whole fragment on TikTok. But yeah, what can I say about this? As I close, I want to say this. Well, first of all, no country is perfect. How things are run in, let's say, in a developed country like the United States or parts of Europe, they might soon be turning into first world countries, as far as I've seen. You need to, before you move to a place like Africa or any part of the world, it could be applied to not just Afro-Americans, but people from every ethnicity. It could be Caucasian, it could be white, it could be Latino or Latina. I've seen it happening before, believe me, since I am part South American. Before you go and move to another country, make sure that before you settle, make sure that you study the laws of the land. Make sure that you study the culture, the wildlife, the flora, the fauna, and the language of the land that you want to settle in and start your business with. And yeah, don't make sure to behave like they do out there. Like some people keep saying, yeah, if you're in Rome, act like the Romans. If you live in, let's say, a place like Poland, act like the Polans and speak Polish. I mean, or if you're going to a place like Japan, which is entirely different from the West, entirely different from the United States, entirely different from, let's say, Africa or Saudi Arabia, whatever. Make sure you study the laws of the land first, do some immersion, study the language, the writing, etc. before you move and settle over there, because otherwise reality might often be disappointing. And in the case of Ghana, the things with wildlife, etc. I'm glad she came to that realization. I doubt that she will inform other Afro-Americans or any other people out there who want to settle in Africa or Ghana that it is an entirely different world out there, different mentality. Wildlife is nothing like what you see in the States. There are multiple, let's say, small and large animals that are either run away from you or do everything in their power to protect their territory and kill you. Malnutrition mammals and turkeys flying around, she said. And of course the people might be amazing, but don't expect them to adapt to you if you don't want to adapt to them. That's the thing. It's one thing to sell over there, but if you're fleeing just because of some imaginary racism that's higher in demand than in supply at the moment, then you set yourself up to failure, and you realize that the grass isn't always greener in Africa. It's actually the United States might have its problems, and I have my own problems with the United States as well, with certain groups of people. I have nothing against Afro-Americans, but I hate the mentality that some of them have, because that they're stuck in, and how I mean, multiple groups in the United States have suffered, let's say, some racial discrimination, things like that. They were held back. Nowadays, the Asians also had problems with being held back, but the difference is that they basically, the way I see it, maybe I'm wrong, despite everything, they didn't try to drag their kids down, they tried to lift them up, and I don't see that happening in the Afro-American community, but that's a story for another entirely different subject. But it is a different kind of mentality out there in Africa, and it's like I said, I've no problem with Afro-Americans. I have a problem with the fraction of the people who are still blaming, let's say, the Jim Crow laws or the white guy for their problems. Well, back in the days of the Jim Crow laws, they had a more united family unit. Nowadays, they have the highest abortion rates, the highest single parenthood, and the highest amount of let's say, females who think they could raise a boy into a man without a healthy male role model or sensei to get them where they need to be. But be thankful for what you have in the States, man. Be thankful for what you have, and will she share her experience with others? Doubt it. Will she learn from it? I think she learned a few lessons from it, so maybe not. You'll never know. But don't run away from a country like the United States because of some imaginary racism. Because I'm not saying that happens. I mean, there are rotten apples out there, but like I said, the supply is way lower than the demand for it, which is why I see all these people making up hate crimes, etc. Or let's say blame the white guys or ask for reparations for things that the people who did. Some of them even lived in Africa. Some even had countries or kingdoms built on slavery, of selling their own kind. And blaming white guys who live in the present with nothing to do with it for the problems. Be thankful for what you have right here in the present, and don't use those past mistakes to justify current ones, or flee to a country without doing proper background research and study the laws of the land till you're 100% sure you could settle there and speak the language, etc. But that's it for today. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of this, if she learned from it or not. I think she learned some lessons from it, but I also think she is still stuck in a certain conditioned mindset that's basically told to her since let's say elementary or high school all the way up to university. But it was a good reality check, and it was something to learn from. So anyways, that's it for this video. I have a short review to upload from let's say Cool Air Part 2. It's based on a short story by H.P. Lovecraft. So talk to you guys later. Peace.